Hello students, welcome to session number 4. In this video, I will try to explain engine fuel system in module number 2, diesel engine power system. And here we are going to study about the function of engine fuel system, why it is required, and how it will works, and what are the types of fuel supply system. So, engine fuel system. The mechanical heart of the diesel engine is the fuel injection system. Okay, the engine can perform no better than its fuel injection system. A very small quantity of fuel must be measured out, then injected, then atomized, and it should mix with air for the proper combustion. Okay, so the mixing problem becomes more difficult. The larger the cylinder, the faster and rotative speed. Fortunately, the high speed engines are the small bore automotive types. However, special combustion arrangements such as pre-combustion chambers, air cells, etc. are very much necessary to secure good mixing of diesel and air. Okay, so if it is mixed properly, then combustion will be proper. So engines driving electrical generators have lower speeds and simple combustion chamber design, simple in design. Okay, so the fuel supply system includes fuel storage tank, fuel transfer, pumps, strainers, heaters, and connecting pipes. Okay, so this diagram will explain about how it will flow, the flow chart or line diagram of fuel supply system. So here you can see the first one, diesel tank. From that, low pressure pump will deliver the diesel fuel to the fuel injectors through filter, where it should be filtered properly. Then it will goes to fuel injector through fuel injection pump. Okay, before going to see how it will work, we will see what are the functions of fuel injection system. Okay, so the function is, it should filter the fuel, number one. Number two, it should meter or measure the correct quantity of fuel to be injected. And time of the fuel injection is also very much important. So we have to take care of timing of the fuel injection system. And then atomizing, that means atomize or break up the fuel into fine particles. Okay, then control the rate of fuel injection, and last one is properly distribute the fuel into the combustion chamber. The injection systems are manufactured with great accuracy, especially the parts that actually meter and inject the fuel. That is very much important, where accuracy is the main criteria. And some of the tolerance between the moving parts are very small, of the order of 1 micron. So you can just imagine how much accuracy is required. Such closely fitting parts require special attention during the manufacture, and hence the injection systems are costly. So in this diagram you can see a fuel tank, and then where diesel is stored. Okay, then it goes to this fuel pump through filter, where it is filtered, and then it goes to fuel injector. Okay, so arrow line indicates the flow path of diesel fuel. Okay, so the fuel oil supply system has to satisfy certain requirements for its satisfactory working. So as I told, diesel is the fuel. So this fuel may be delivered at the plant site by trucks, railroad, tankers or barrage and tankers. From tanker or truck, the delivery is through the unloading of facility to main storage tanks, and then by transfer pumps to small device storage tanks known as engine day tanks. Okay, so in the diagram of essential uh, components, you have seen engine day tanks first. Okay, so where it is told large storage capacity allows purchasing fuel when prices are low. So that is that the main flow is made workable, and practical capacity by arranging the piping equipment with the necessary heaters or bypass or shut-offs, drain lines, relief valves, drainers and filters, etc., and even flow meters and temperature indicators. Okay, the minimum storage capacity of at least 1 month's requirement of oil should be kept in bulk, but where advantage of seasonal fluctuations in cost of oil is to be availed. Okay, so it may be necessary to provide storage for a few months requirement. So day tanks supply the daily fuel need of engines and may contain a minimum of about 8 hours of oil requirement of the engines. So when it comes to the certain requirements for its satisfactory working, you should be note the following points. One is there should be provisions for cleanliness and for changing over of lines during emergencies, and the pipe joint should be used in all suction lines. Okay, so that pipeline should be made tight and should be very you should be very careful with that. Then the oil flushing is done through the piping between filter and engine before being placed in service. Okay, and then high grade filters are to be used to hold water, dirt, metallic chips, and other foreign matter. So these are, and even you should see considerable importance should be given for cleanliness in handling bulk of fuel. Okay, so these are the requirements we have to consider for satisfactory working of diesel engine power system or fuel injection system. Then when it comes to types of fuel injectors, generally there are three basic types of fuel injectors. One is called as individual pump type. So this is the line diagram of individual pump type, and here you can see every injector is having a pump, so that it is called as individual pump type. Second one is common rail injection system. This is the line diagram for common injection rail system. And third one is distributor type. This is the line diagram for distributor type. So we will see one by one how it will works, how individual pump type will work, and common rail fuel injection system will work, and also distributor type fuel injection system will work. Okay, we will see one by one. So we will see first individual pump type fuel supply system. Okay, so this is the diagram, a line diagram for individual pipe or pump type system. So here in this system, each cylinder is provided with one pump and one injector. So you can see here how many, four injector and four pump. okay, for one engine cylinder. Okay, so also in this system a separate metering and compression pump is provided for each cylinder. For each cylinder a separate metering and compression pump is provided, and this pump may be placed close to the engine. So pump meters charge and control the injection timing. Nozzles contain a delivery valve actuated by the fuel oil pressure. So this is individual pump type fuel supply system. Next, second one, common rail injection system. This is the line diagram or figure for common rail. Line diagram I shown in last slide. Okay, so here in common rail system, a high pressure fuel pump delivers fuel to an accumulator whose pressure is kept constant throughout, okay, with the help of pressure regulating valve. So by using pressure regulating valve, the pressure is maintained at constant, and then the pump delivers the fuel, okay, to the accumulator. One uh, common rail. So next, a common rail or a pipe starts from the accumulator and leads to the different distributing elements for each cylinder. So here also you can see there are four injectors which is connected to one common rail. Okay, and for each cylinder there is a separate metering and timing element which is connected to an automatic injector injecting fuel into the cylinder. Okay, so next, in the common rail system the supply pressure of the fuel is independent of speed, and hence it is not affected by the fuel pump. This is about common rail system. Next, distributor type fuel supply system. So here the pump which pressurizes the fuel also meters and times it. It pressurizes to a distributor block, and there it will be supplied to the injector. Okay, so here this is the line diagram for distributor type. You can see distributor block. So and from the fuel tank it is supplied to fuel is supplied to distributor block, and before going to supply it is metered and measured, okay, and then it is supplied to distributor block, and then in turn it supplies to individual injector. Okay, then the fuel pump after metering required amount of fuel supplies to rotating distributor at the correct time for supply to each cylinder. The number of injection strokes per cycle for the pump is equal to the number of cylinders. It depends on how many cylinders you have to supply fuel. Okay, then since there is only one metering element, a uniform distribution is automatically ensured. So there is no separate metering device, only one metering device before the distributor block. So uniform distribution is ensured. Not only that, the cost of the fuel injection system also reduces to a wall less than 2 or 2 to 3 of that individual pump system. Okay, so in high pressure pump, plunger is actuated by a cam and produces the fuel pressure necessary to open the injector valve at the correct time. The amount of fuel injected depends on the effective stroke of the plunger. Okay, so this is actual view of a distributor type of fuel injection system. So where you can see the distributor and metering device and filter. Okay, filter and metering device. Okay, so this is the third type of fuel supply system.